Trust we're doing well. So I'm going to be showing you how to design like a pro, and I'll show you how I designed this glow flyer. A lot of people have been asking me, how did you do this? How did you come up with something like this? A friend of mine even tried doing it and said she gave up because it was too difficult. So I'm going to show you that it is not that difficult once you just know the few basic steps. So now, like I said, designing a glow flyer. Now, if you want to design something like this, it needs to have a direction, like what exactly are you like glow. There are so many products, so many packages. So you just pin it to something. Like I did glow 4G lights. The flyer was centered on a particular topic, which is the 4G. So it will help you start to give you a sense of direction and focus. So the first thing I did was I downloaded the Glow logo in PNG format, so it doesn't have any background. And I already downloaded them, so here is it. Now this is not the one I used, but this one will serve its purpose. I'm just going to place it here. So this is the logo I used, and I removed this particular logo has a white background, so you can remove the background via remove.bg. But this is a pro account, so I can remove the background from Canva. If you have a pro account, it'll be easier for you to do so. So I remove the background. It's loading. Loading. Let us exercise patience. Okay, and now the size of the templates I normally use, I use 5,000 by 5,000. That way, your design quality will come out really nice. Okay, 5,000 by 5,000. Okay, here's the logo being placed at the center. I can just reduce it just a bit, and now I got this particular image from Glow website, and this image has a background. You can as well remove the background from remove.bg, but if you have a pro account, you can remove it via Canva. So I just remove the background here. Okay, it's loading. Now, once you're designing something like this, there has to be something unique about your design. If you check all my designs, there is something unique you always find. That's where your creativity comes into play. Place it at the middle. And like I told you before, it's always best to divide your design page. Like this is all white. This is all white. So I'm just going to divide this page with a circle. You get it from illustration if you're using the mobile app, and you get it from elements if you're using the web version. Okay, this particular circle is really nice because you can manipulate it, you can twist the shape, anyhow you want. This is what I did. Okay. Twisted it. Okay. I think this is good. So change the color. So let me use a light green for this. Bring it down a bit. Okay. Now we've divided the page. Now the background. This background was gotten from Canvas library. Under images, if you're using the app, you can search for it under um yes, under images. But like I said, this will be difficult to do on the mobile app, although it's possible. So I searched for green lightning. Search for green lightning. And this is what I used. I used this. I believe I used this. Sorry, I used this. Okay. So now as you can see, use this. Now, okay, now I've showed you how to insert images into frame. So now let's go to frame under elements. Sorry, under frames. This is the phone. This is a phone frame. So what I did was the image you see, the image you see inside this phone frame is the one I'll be putting inside shortly. I actually designed it in another page. I designed it in a different page, saved it, then imported it and placed inside this phone. Let me show you. Okay, here's the image. This is it. I designed it in another page and placed it inside, as you can see. Reduced it, reduced it, okay, and placed it just somewhere here. Then I did the same thing for the iPad. Same thing for the iPad. A different design also, as you can see, the contents inside are different. Something was added to it. Let's just follow this step by step, and you see it's not that difficult. So like I said, another image entirely was designed, placed it inside. There is it. Reduced it. Reduced it. See, there's the phone and the iPad. Now I'm going to take this down a bit. Okay. Now the next thing I did was I inserted these two images which I got from Glow website into frames. Like I said, you're familiar now with how to add pictures, videos into frames. So one thing you need to note is if you use an image with higher quality, it's going to make your design look really beautiful. So I would suggest that most designs don't come out well because of the kind of images they use. Using a good quality image is nice for your design. So this is the frame I use. I'm just going to duplicate this because I'm inserting two different images which I told you before I got from the Go website. So this one first, you place it inside the frame. Then the same goes for this one. Place it inside the frame. Okay. Now the color I used here was white, not green. Okay, so here is it. Reduce it, bring it somewhere here. Place it up. This one also reduce it, bring it somewhere here. Still reduce it. Somewhere here. If this is too big, to use this, move it a little bit space. Okay, so now there's something I want to show you and you're going to love. Now, how I got the glow images behind the background. Okay, I reduced this. Now the thing is, if I try taking this glow images to the back, as I see, it cannot go. It cannot move to the back because this image, the green lightning background, the green lightning image rather, is already set at the background. So I'm just going to duplicate this. Duplicate this. Into 6 different places here. Okay. Sorry, it's taking time. Place it here. Do the same for this. Okay. You put together. Okay, I have a feeling that this is looking too big. Okay, so what I did was, after duplicating this, you can as well lock elements with the web version so it doesn't move while you're working on other stuff too. So I locked this one, then I marked all this, grouped them into one. As you can see, I selected all of them, grouped them into one. So I duplicated it, place it down, did the same thing, place it down, do the same thing, place it down, or you get, okay, duplicated it again, place it down, okay. As you can see, this side is still open, this side is blank. So I'm just going to ungroup this so I can then duplicate this, bring it here in the middle, okay. Then now I can group this back, group, then this two. So now I can't take this to the back while that green lighting is set as the background. So what I did was I clicked on the background and I removed it from being the background. See, it's no longer the background. So here's what I did. I placed it here as an ordinary image. This is an ordinary image. You wouldn't know if I did not tell you. Ordinary image, yes, and it covered everywhere. See? Now I clicked on this and take it to the back. See? Took it to the back. Then I reduced. Took it to the back. The same thing here. Took it to the back. The same thing here. To the back. The same goes for this one. And the same goes for this one. The back. Now as you can see, okay, left with this one. I almost forgot. Now, as you can see, they are all behind the image. You wouldn't think, one would think that's just the background, but no, it's not. It's not. So, if you're still confused on how I came at that, you can ask me. So the next thing was I duplicated this circle, changed the color to white. You have to understand that taking stuff to the back and front is nice. It's really nice. Take it to the back. Okay, forward a bit. Forward. Okay. Now here is it. So what's next? Let me take this by above. Take this lady above. Okay, so the next thing is just I added shapes, a square shape, Square shape is quite similar to the circular shape. The first shapes you see when you get to shapes, the circle, the square, and the triangle can be easily manipulated. You can shift it. Now, use this. Okay. Put it down. Okay. Place it somewhere here. And I change the color. I gave it a darker color. Something like this. Okay, this looks good. Then I added a text. Okay, so yeah, this needs to go back because it's covering the iPad. Okay, so now the font I used for this design was Mont Bold, but I think the font, a similar font to that, which is free, which you can use, is Montserrat. So this Mont Bold it's not a free font. You have to pay to get it. So okay, so the steps. Okay, let me just reduce the font size. Say 120. Okay. I say the steps. Get a LTE SIM from Glow World. Okay, this font is actually too big, the font size, so I'm just gonna make it 100. Okay, get the LTEC from Glow World. Get the LTE enabled smartphone. The the Okay, now you can arrange text. Yes, you can justify text from this. Okay, alignment. Now this font is still looking big. So let me use 80. Okay, and change the color to white. Place it somewhere here. Okay, another important feature you can get from the web version is you can list. See, you can list the words. You can list it. Okay, as you can see. And the next thing I did was to add another text. Nice steps. Okay, let me use 100 for this. And the color, use a dark green. Put it down here. Okay, somewhere here. Okay, and I place the shape, around it. Oh, this took me close to 4 hours to finish because the ideas kept popping in. And that's one thing you need to note when you're designing something like this from scratch. You might have started it with a clear direction that this is where what you're going to do, this is how it's going to go, which is fine. But as you design further, some new ideas comes into your head and you just have to add it. Like the glow you see behind originally was not part of the plan. The one that you saw that you can see behind the green lightning just came and I decided to add it. So yes, okay. Now this is it. Just going to make this less darker because it's already okay. This will do. No, okay. So this is it. This is it. Now you just have to follow the steps and okay. The next thing I did was still I used shapes and this is green. This is green. Placed it here. Okay. Then I duplicated this, increased it a bit. I made the color white and took it to the back. Okay, I need to arrange this. Sorry. Okay, brought this. Okay, then I added Get Glow Cafe app. Phew. This is the video tutorial I'm showing you just for you to see how it's done. More of the explanation will be done on the group. I'll be giving you a step-by-step explanation. Get Glow Cafe app on. Okay. On Play Store, so you can search for Play Store on illustrations or elements as the case may be. Now this is the logo, the icon for Play Store. As you can see, there are 4 different colors here. When you click on it, 4 different colors comes out. Now we have the first one up. Now when you check your phone, the real Play Store, the first color here, this is green, a light green, a light green color. and the second one blue. Okay, the third one is red, and the fourth one, the last one, is an orange color. So I'm just going to reduce this to fit in. So you're going to reduce it. Now this green is not really coming out well, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it. Changing the color to, let me use, okay, that looks good. And I just added a line, a small line above. I still get that in illustration. You need to know that there are so many stuff you can search for under illustration, not just under illustration, um, under elements too. 90, okay. Place it above. Change the color to white. Okay. So now this. Now the last thing, okay. Sorry, lest I forgot. Rule your wall. Yes. This is the font I used. Okay. Take it above a bit. Okay. As you can see, we've gotten almost all we need. Now I've showed you how I got the background, and I've showed you how I place the image inside the frames. Now the last thing I'm just going to do, now as you can see, there are three colors below and the left bottom, three colors. Those are the colors I used for this design. Okay, I'm gonna take it to this part. Reduce it. Need to reduce it a bit. Okay, this is okay. Okay, now this, the first color was black. Duplicate it, make it green. And the last one was white. The last color I used was white. Sorry. Okay. The last color was white. So this is pretty much the whole process. How you design like a pro. It is not easy. Your creativity has to come into play. You have to know the right steps to take, the right elements to use. Just any idea you get, don't let go of it. Try as much as possible to put it in your design, and it's going to come out well in the end. So thank you, and God bless you.